Guys, so imagine that you have these two problems to solve for, okay? So the first one, which is negative 4m to the third power times, because the parenthesis states that, 2m plus 6 minus 5mn, correct? Close parenthesis. So that's first problem that you have to deal with. Now the second problem is 3/4 times 8x squared minus 4x plus 2. So let's take it one at a time. So what's going to happen here? So let's say it just says simplify, nothing else. Okay? So from now our experience is, because we have parentheses out there, and then we have a coefficient in front of the parentheses, what we're going to do? We're going to try to remove the parentheses by multiplying what we have in front of the parentheses with what we have inside the parentheses. So how many terms that we have here? 1, 2, 3 terms. So we're going to have to multiply all those 3 terms by the same coefficient here, correct? So that means you're doing this, and you're doing that, okay? So what would that give us? So negative 4 times 2, correct? Because those are the two numbers that we have here, so that would give you negative 8. And then m power 3 times m what? M power 1. Remember the Pamdam's rule, the BODMAS rule, the order of operations. So this one is an invisible one. So we're going to add the powers when we multiply. Remember that? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to those older videos and then check them out. Just type in order of operations. You're going to see a bunch of them, okay? So then let's go. And then we have m what? So we're going to add the powers. 3 plus 1, which is 4. So that's it for the first one. Negative 4 times 8 is negative 8. And then m power 3 times m power 1 is m power 4. So now let's go to the second one. So negative 4 m power 3 times 6. So there's no more variable on this side, no more letter on this side, correct? So negative 4 times positive 6 will give us what? Negative 24, all right? And then you just keep m to the third power next to it. Everybody good? All right, then the next one is what? Negative 4 times negative 4 is what? 5 is negative 20. So negative 20. And then m power 3, 1 there, and then 1 here, but we wouldn't need the second one, but m power 1 there. So that would be 3 plus 1. That would give us what? 4 as well. Because again, remember when you multiply the same base, the same variables, what happens to the powers? We add them up. That's it. All right? And then n, which has to come down as well. Okay, so you cannot forget about the n there. All right? And this is your final answer. Because you cannot combine any like terms. Because it's all about combining like terms. Do you have anything in common that you're going to combine here? No. Because m4 is different than m3 is different than m4 times n. Especially when you're adding and subtracting, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot add or subtract these variables, okay? You keep it like that, you're safe, you're good. Second question, 3/4 times 8x squared minus 4x plus 2. So what's going to happen is what? So for this one here, again, we have 3 terms in there. And what's going to happen? So 3/4 times 8. Somebody can decide to do a 3 times 8, which is 24, then 24 divided by 4, which is 6. So somebody can do that. Or somebody can just say 4 and 8, because 8 can divide 4 twice. So you end up with 2 left. And then 3 times 2 will give you a 6. Same thing. All right? So it's going to be 6 what? X squared is back down there. Minus, same thing, 3/4 times negative 4x. So what's going to happen also? 4 crossed out. Great news. What is left? 3 times 1 is 3. So don't forget about the negative sign. So that is a 3x. All right? And then last but not least, 3/4 times 2. And also this one, we can simplify still, because 2 can go inside one time, can go into 4 twice. So what's left on this side here? It's only 3 over 2. So it's plus 3 over 2. Can you combine like terms here? Can you add or subtract? That's what we're trying to say when we're saying combine it. Can you add and subtract? No. So what's going to happen is what? This is 6x squared minus 3x plus 3 over 2, and you are finished. Okay? So these are the foundation of algebra. Okay? When you combine the like terms, multiplying, dividing, all of those things, you get these things down packed, you are good now to move forward in the more involved algebra problems. Okay? All right.